Hey, welcome back to Always Learning. And what are we doing today? Well, today we are learning how to sod. So we got some sod delivered. About 8,200 square feet, or about 900 square yards, depending on how you measure it. This is in 2024, and it cost us about $2,500 to get it all delivered. And they've got a little machine that they can actually stack it around, so then you only got to carry it. But the most important thing you're going to need is beer, because you're going to need beer and pizza to bring people over to help you to make it go faster.
All right, well, if you order enough of this stuff, they're going to bring it on a big old truck. Like I said, we got 8,200 square feet or 900 square feet, 900 square yards, and so they brought it on a truck. And they've got this cool little machine. It's kind of like a forklift, but it's designed just for pallets. And if they're nice and they won't have to obstruct your yard too bad, they'll actually bring those pallets so you have to carry them less. And they just simply roll back from it and leave it there. So they, scattered them all across the yard. And like I said, if you get some friends, some beer, and some pizza, and can talk them into it, it goes pretty quick. I figured it was like it was like about 100 pieces per friend that I could buy. And then you're also going to need some tools. You're going to want to prep the ground before. This landscaping rake works well, and just a flat shovel to get it flat. And then, like I said, just kind of get the terrain so it's easy to put the sod down. And when you're laying the sod, a friend of mine, Todd Clark, told me you're going to want to lay the perimeter horizontal. So it's going one way, and then you go across, lay it the other way, going straight, kind of perpendicular to it. You're going to have to fill in the corners where there's a gap.
I got this bad boy. It's like an 18-inch serrated blade. At Harbor Freight, they're normally like $17. I got them on sale for $5.99, so I got 3 of them. But you're going to lay your sod down, whatever piece you want to cut. See here where it's going to butt up. You basically just lay it up against there. It's kind of like cutting carpet, and you're just going to basically cut this however is the easiest. You can get steak knives too. That might be easier because they're smaller. It doesn't take much to really cut this stuff. I was thinking we'd just come in and like chop it, cut it like that, but fold your kind of little butt section in. There you go. I mean, the grass is going to spread a little bit, so you don't have to get it perfectly, but if you can get these ends kind of down, then no matter how you lay out your yard, I had a lot of curves on mine, so it kind of made it a little more difficult. But even if you've got a square shaped yard, you're still going to have, just by the way the sod is cut, a little differently. Each piece, maybe it's 18 inches versus 18 and a half, or just because the machine might cut it a little differently. You're going to have to fill in these little gaps that you're going to have, and it's kind of like carpet. You just kind of lay the piece down over it and kind of get it at an angle, line up one edge with one side of it, and then cut the piece and lay it in there. Because of because of how my lawn was shaped, we had a lot of this to do, and it really kind of takes a lot of time. So when you're laying it out, like I said, you want to lay the perimeter horizontal, and then lay the ones going to it perpendicular to it. It'll help as far as having to cut less little fill-in spots, and 2, it'll just help when the grass is growing, just kind of to help it blend in a little better. But that's it. It's hard work. It's a lot of up and down, a lot of carrying. You're gonna get dirty, but if you can get a bunch of friends, it really goes quick. And if you can get the pallets close to where you're going to drop them off, it makes it easier. But it turned out pretty well. This is after 2 weeks of it starting to grow, and you can kind of see it starting to blend in. I haven't mowed. Once you put your lawn down, the main thing is just keep it wet. So if you don't have a sprinkler system, it's going to make it harder. But you literally just saturate it, and after 2 weeks, the roots were already starting to go into it. So I'm going to mow it coming up next week with a push mower, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thanks for watching.